Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Rome Total War, the Britons campaign. We only have 11 more regions to conquer, and most of them are sitting in Greece and northern Greece, and of course there are a couple in Spain. So a quick recap from last time: we are now moving Caradoc the Conqueror down towards the last remaining Brutii settlement of Aquincums, however you say it, which has apparently what's left of the Brutii armies, unless they happen to have another large army floating somewhere around here, which kind of wouldn't surprise me. But either way, this is going to be a big fight in a relatively small settlement, a relatively small barbarian settlement. That's the Brutii used to be one of the great families of Rome, and now they're reduced to hiding in a small barbarian settlement they took over some time ago. They do have a couple of fleets bumbling around here, and that's a Scipio. I thought that was mine at first, but no. Yeah, there are a few fleets floating around who have probably been stuck in the Mediterranean for years after I took out all of their coastal settlements. Poor sods. Meanwhile, our other conqueror, Gwendolau the Conqueror, who is now untouched by fear, glorious, and a famous warrior. Ooh, so much morale for people. And a conquering hero, of course. Lovely. He is now making his way down towards the south of Greece, where he's going to take advantage of all of these poorly guarded Macedonian settlements, and he's going to conquer as many as possible before this large garrison in Thessalonica decides to respond, and of course before all of the Macedonian forces up in Scythian territory, or former Scythian territory, decide quickly respond. So Caradoc the Conqueror is going to take out the Brutii and then float around this area to keep an eye out for them. In the meantime, over in Spain, Caradoc Visca is going to be taking on the last remaining Spanish settlement, which only has its only guardians, the 2 family members. They will fall quickly. And I'm hoping this doesn't revolt, but if it does, we're getting more swordsmen trained here, which should hopefully keep public order up. And over in Germany, we've got our forces quickly being retrained before we move towards these fairly lightly guarded settlements. And Uthunius the Cold-Hearted. I don't think I've seen that title before. Interesting. So I already have a spy there, but I think we're training another one somewhere. I thought we were. Yes, here. No. I'm sure I was training a spy somewhere. I'm sure we were. Or did I just misread that and we were actually training peasants? I am pretty stupid, so that is entirely possible, but we will double check. We've also got even more family members coming over left, right, and centre. We've got Magnicus the British, whatever, you go this way. And, I don't know what, another Ictus, I don't know what I'm going to do with you. Oh dear, you're lily-livered. Oh dear. Maybe I'll just have you govern a settlement then. I don't want people with poor morale leading my armies, because we need morale, because we need some staying power against the better armoured and equipped armies of more quote-unquote civilized nations. So our spy here is keeping an eye on the German forces. We've got another spy up here keeping an eye on the Macedonians around Thessalonica. So one last thing is I need to, I suppose, finish my conquest of Sicily, which isn't going to be the easiest thing in the world, because the Scipii have been building up quite a bit of forces, and this is their capital now. I do have a large force of chosen swordsmen and some hoplites, as well as a general. So let's see. You're known as Wiltrix the Cruel. You're 50 years old, though. Cruel ruler. Fruitful. You're brave. That's +2 morale, which is good. What about you? Everyone seems to be getting wildly extravagant these days. You're +1 morale and a famous warrior, so both of you are +2. You know what, since you're the younger one, I'm going to pick you, because I really don't want one of my generals dying on campaign. So can I take all of these guys? I'm going to leave the hoplites behind. Can I take all of these guys out of the... No. If I lowered the tax rate, I could. And if I quickly get some peasants trained here, that should keep it under control. And you, with a low tax rate, you're at 150. With a normal one, a bit lower. But if I took out all of these chosen swordsmen, you're okay. Any mercenaries available? More hoplites. Why not? I'm going to leave the hoplites in here though, just to help keep the garrison, or to serve as a garrison. So you, and why not? That was odd. Can you attack? You can actually. Well, we only really need a couple of rams, so, and you can. Whoa, okay, Praetorians and Legionnaires. Only 3 units of actual Legionnaires, though. The rest are Astarte, Principes, Auxilia, Triarii. I wonder if this is the last remaining Triarii unit in the whole Roman areas, because they can't train them anymore for the Marian reforms. Nero Scipio, a young, relatively inexperienced man who unfortunately has got himself surrounded. Alas. Oh, he can't even build a ram. You know what, just lift the siege for now. Because, well, it will take 2 turns anyway, so we won't bother building a ram. But anyway, I believe that's everything this turn, so we're going to see if there are any movements in any of the other areas, particularly Macedonia, formerly known as Greece. Right, so no major developments, and... oh no, the Slubberdigans continue and Vindex the Honest. I hate those things. Right, the High King's Hall in Carolis. Wonderful. So now you can get yourself a shipwright for a bit of extra trading. Montagunum, that's everything you can build. Down, you've repaired the stockade, you're building a weaponsmith. And Diva, build yourself, you might as well get a Hall of Heroes, even though we're unlikely to ever need to train troops here ever again. Unless brigands. Now, did I train a spy somewhere? I did. In Sagastigar, that's where it was. I was looking too far north. Yes, I remember now. I was getting terrible spies. 34 and only 1 spy in talent, you suck. And hello, there's the other Brutii army. Right, I was hiring this guy so he can go up north and keep an eye on these Macedonian territories up there, because 1 army did show up, but it's only a small one. So it seems like the Brutii are really keen to not have this settlement taken. Right, anyway, first off, you still can't get here this turn, right. You can, wait, no, stop. Can you actually infiltrate this settlement? 57% chance, even though there are only 2 guardians. Whoops. You're 54, you know what, you're 54, you're not going to live much longer, let's try. You died. Haha. You suck, but you wouldn't have lived much. Hello. There's the factionaire. Unfortunately, you're going to be left without an empire. Okay, you're down to blue, so that's okay. We're getting more swordsmen there, all's well and good. Ah, this diplomat, he's been staying here for so long, with no use to him whatsoever. Whoa. What happened to all of the troops around here? This settlement's rebelling. Diplomat, have a look around. Where do those Carthaginian forces go? I'm hoping they're not... okay, there's one up there, but I'm hoping they're not gearing up somewhere for an attack on me, because that would be really annoying. Because I was actually debating whether to just let them live so that I could dedicate my troops to sort of see if I can sail them across the Mediterranean to help with Macedonia. We'll see. Plus, it's kind of a bit out of pity for them. Right, I only really want to take 1 commander here. So, been in the wars, so you're tougher. Everyone's extravagant these days. You've got +1 morale. Good commander, 21. If I've got the same amount of bodyguards, I might as well just take you. Now, what's the public order like? If I lower the tax rate and then send... whoops. No. And then send everyone but the generals out. Okay. Keep the tax rate to low. And you can... any mercenaries? I'll take you just so you can push rams or something. Move up this way. Move down a bit. Keep an eye on both these settlements. So this settlement, lightly guarded, should be an easy conquest for Luco. In the meantime, Thermon's actually on the verge of rebelling, even though I'm training lots of troops here. Now, Gwendolyn the Conqueror, I could lay siege to Macedonian territories right now if I wanted. I kind of want to go all the way down to Sparta and then work my way up. So then Gwendolyn will be on his way up north to help with the inevitable Macedonian retaliation. Yeah. Let's go with that. But I think for now, let's focus on the... There's no ford in the... Right, so I was hoping to be able to go this way, but I didn't check to see if there was a ford in the river right there. So unfortunately, you are going to... No! Okay, he stopped, thankfully. Quite a few mercenaries, actually. I could disband these barbarian cavalry mercenaries, but and get the Sarmatians and such, but I kind of... I'm going to stick with these guys just so I have some light cavalry for running down troops and such. So you make your way to the bridge. And hopefully, maybe he'll either stay there. Will the faction there? So I'm guessing the faction leader would be in here, unless he's somewhere else. Either way, next turn, hopefully, you'll be able to lay siege or at least attack an army. If he stays there, we can attack him. They'll come out as reinforcements. And I'm fairly confident that with a good force like this, I'll have a chance in the fight even against both of them, but we'll see. So all that's really left to do is to gather these forces. Okay, now you've got yourselves teamed up, and now we can build lots of rams. Wonderful, we've got equites as well, though, and a couple of war dogs. They're not really good as frontline troops, so we'll be okay. That's a really large population, so we'll no doubt get a lot of money from sacking this settlement once we do take it. Not that we really have any need of money. In the meantime, Gwendolyn the Conqueror, the zone of control there, we'll need to... Well, they'll know something's up. They were probably suspecting before, but they'll really know something's up now, so I wouldn't be surprised if troops start being trained in all of these settlements. So we'll need to be quick. Or should I take Coroneth first, so then we can have the statue of Zeus? Plus all bonus to the population loyalty in all settlements, which is very nice indeed. Still, I don't think there's really much else to be done these days, apart from all the usual micromanaging, which I usually do off camera. So... yeah, I think... oh, hello. We had more swordsmen here. I forgot about you guys. You're out there. Aside from that, not much else to really do. Look at this. A suitable husband who's 16 years old. That's the youngest you can get a general. And he's pretty damn decent as well. And you are right there. Well then. Maybe we'll have some use for you. And the general's still there. So, I think we've got quite a few battles to do now. Weaponsmith, all this good stuff. Right, you get a great market. And you... I don't need a practice range. We don't need slingers up there. And recruitment, left, right, and centre. Glorious. Right, our spy here. Go up and keep an eye on all these Macedonian territories. Can't see any armies. That Brutii army's still there. Right, first off, Spain. Lay siege. We don't really need that many rams, but hello, they trained a unit of Iberian infantry, which is, I guess, the best they could get. Right, you're not revolting anymore from the looks of it. Let's just get the diplomat there. No. I guess you're desperately training more troops to keep things under order. I don't know. In any case, Macedonia, can we... I could lay siege to Sparta right now if I wanted to. That Macedonian army is coming down south. I wouldn't be surprised if now... Is Scythia still a thing? Are they still around? Scythia. Yeah, they're still enemies, so... They've got quite a few big enemies as well. Right. Parthia. So this is the last remaining Scythian territory, and they're literally sandwiched between 3 enemies. Oh, the only thing that's keeping them alive at this point, I think, is the fact that their territory is so large that it's taking ages for their enemies to move troops around. So hopefully, the Macedonians will be all bogged up here, and it will take them a long time to march back down to Greece. So you know what? Gwendolyn the Conqueror, live up to your name. We're going to make another enemy. Although right now we're only enemies... This is relatively a low amount of enemies for this stage in the game, I think, compared to the likes of the House of Scipii. The Romans are still at war with Carthage, probably because they've never been able to get a diplomat out there to negotiate a ceasefire. Right, we're at wall. We're at wall. No, I screwed up twice. We're at war, and we've got to breach the wall. Okay. So, from what I've checked, this settlement doesn't have any much of a gap. It's got another lucky person. Everyone's taking... No, it was Gwendolyn the Honest. Whatever. So only phalanx pikemen, and they won't be able to use their spears if they're holding a wall. So... I'm not gonna bother with rams. I'm just gonna get a whole load of ladders and then quickly scale the walls. So, we're probably going to see a huge tide of Macedonians coming at us now. Excuse me. Also, oh, for goodness sake. I sent him up this way to build a watchtower. Now look who suddenly decided to spawn right there. Alright, we can get there next turn. Right, Luco, if you'd be so kind to lay siege to the Germans, that would be absolutely spiffing. Get all the rams on the planet. You're under siege, and last but not least, we've got two big fights to do here, so let's get that underway. First off, the big one, the Brutii. Let's go. Right, so the army strength ratio is 20-9, which is quite an interesting ratio. But Caradog the Conqueror, at the sound of this man's voice, even clouds change their flight across the heavens. Against Valerius Marius, who lacks a real aura of command, and Oppius Brutus, who I'm guessing is the faction leader, and are all of the town watch on the planet, who knows how to shout orders. That's it. Oh, these armies are puny. You've barely got anything in the way of heavy infantry. The cavalry is lackluster. The only real annoying thing is going to be these cavalry auxiliary because they can outrun my troops, but that's it. Let's go to battle. Right, so we appear to be doing battle on the very slope of a big hill, so I can pretty much guarantee you where they're going to deploy. So I want to hit they're going to deploy up here, no doubt. So I want to hit them quickly before their reinforcements can get here, because even though their reinforcements are nothing but town watch, I just want they can still swarm us through sheer force of numbers if they're able to combine their two armies. So we're going to hit them quick and hit them hard. And look at that. Yeah, I know. Shut up. So they have deployed on the hill, but they've deployed the wrong way. They apparently thought we were going to go down there. And of course, in doing that, they're on the other side of the map from their reinforcements. So they've got no hope of getting here before we do. So all of my infantry quickly move up this way. My chariots move up this way as quick as you can. Barbarian mercenaries follow up behind to chase down fleeing troops, and my general can come up this way just in case any of their cavalry tries a flanking maneuver that way. So they're going to quickly try and reform their battle line in order to face us. Their reinforcements are going to have to march all the way up a steep hill, so that's going to slow them down quite a bit and exhaust them at the same time. So, and if they move their horses up that way, then my chariots... No, chariots come back a bit. Stop. Right, swordsmen, realign yourselves, actually. Okay, I wasn't expecting their battle line to go like that. General, if you come up this way a bit. Chariots over there. Hello, what are they doing? If you're going to send your equites in for a straight-up charge, that's really not recommended, and you're sending them in for a straight-up charge, aren't you? Infantry, stop. Barbarian mercenaries, stop. General, keep going. Chariots, if you'd be so kind to hit their general, who's apparently going in for a suicide charge. Yep, they're charging. Get the general. Swarm those equites, and you guys quickly march up this way to envelop them. General, come over there. Barbarian mercenaries, keep where you are, and the chariots are coming in. You've essentially just thrown away your general right now, because in come the chariots. Okay, the infantry is going to throw Peeler, but okay, I think I want my infantry up here to start running, even though they're going up a hill and it's going to tire them. Not the chariots. Run. Get those Velite gladiators. Right, their general's broken. And down. Oh, yes. Right, so that was the Brutii faction heir, I believe, and with his death, his army is going to quickly rout. As well as the fact that they're being swarmed by infantry. General? Oh, those are the cavalry auxilia. I could try to use my mercenary cavalry to chase them down because they're light cavalry as well. Those Principes haven't taken a single casualty and already they're breaking. Good lord. Alright, chariots, cut down all those guys. Infantry, move in. Hold on. Sorry for all the pausing, but I need to micromanage a bit because I want to make sure that none of these guys get away so they can defend the settlement. The war dogs are coming in. Chariots continue to chase down fleeing units, as are the barbarian mercenaries. Actually, focus on the... Hit the equites. Now, you are getting a bit swarmed, but hopefully, since you're causing all of their infantry to break, indeed you are. Right, cavalry mercenaries. Get the... Fighting to the death, huh? Go for the Starty, they'll know that break quite quickly. Starty as well, and you... Velites, definitely go for them. Make sure they don't reform. Chariots, just get those cavalry auxilia to sod off, will ya? And my general, that's just one guy. Those town watch have broken. Right. No, they're in skirmish mode, you're never going to catch them. Just chase down the rest of them. Those war dogs are fleeing and they haven't even released the dogs. Alright, so this army is completely broken. Nice. Alright, infantry, line back up, and hopefully in the time it takes them to get here, we'll be able to quickly recoup and such. Right, only Velites, war dogs. You're killing the dogs, but there's no real point in killing the dogs. Right, we don't need to worry about the Velites. Chariots line up out this way, and barbarian mercenaries. Or is it really worth chasing them down? Nah, forget it. Save your stamina. You're going to need it for chasing down the rest of these guys. So, everyone line up, and then we will wait for them to get here. Let's line up over here. Infantry, cavalry mercenaries, chariots, and general. And yeah, Valerius Malleus is no longer a problem. And now we just... One unit of Principes. Kill him. Now we just wait for the rest of them. Alright, never mind. Their reinforcements apparently saw what was going on over here and decided to completely run. Yep, they've just left the field. Oh, that's just great. They came, they saw, they ran. Yep. Ah, Oppius Brutus, you little coward. Yes, both of those enemy armies are routed. Unfortunately, we still have to deal with this one, but it's the weakest. The faction leader of all people. Inferior engineer, outstanding speaker, optimistic, +2 morale. Trusty, +1 morale. +1 morale, so that's +4 right now. Faction. Okay, so this guy is actually a really, really good commander with all of these morale bonuses. Only problem is it didn't prevent them from running away once they saw me completely demolish their other army. So, and of course with Town Watch, doesn't help much. So, the last Brutii settlement is about to come under a human wave of British forces. And the Macedonians are about to feel that wrath as well with Gwendolau the Conqueror on his way. Well, on his way, he's here right now. And now, Lidiarium, the last Scipii settlement in Sicily. Let's go. Nero Scipio. The army strength is 2-1 right now. So they've got a mixture of very poor troops and very good troops. Praetorian cohorts with bronze upgrades, as well as a couple of legionaries. So the legionaries are going to be the tough fight. If they're guarding the walls, we're going to take some casualties. But if they're on the plaza, we shouldn't have to worry as much because we won't have to deal with them until the end. But we'll see how it goes. Actually, forget what I said about fighting on the walls. I forgot that this settlement only has wooden walls. It's just I was thinking about Gwendolau's presence at Greece and how every settlement there has stone walls, and I just instinctively thought of stone walls when it comes to Roman settlements as well. But it seems the Romans aren't really too bothered about building stone walls in areas outside of their own territory, funnily enough. So we're going to get some rams loaded up. We've got some experienced and upgraded chosen swordsmen ready for battle. We're going to line these gups up nicely though. Okay. They're all chosen swordsmen, no regular swordsmen. So we've got a flanking group there. We've got more troops over here. We're going to get most of them at the ram. Or at the gate ram. We've got some mercenary hoplites. I'll use them for something, I guess. Outside of that, let's see how everyone has lined up, and they're all apparently on this flank. They're the Praetorians. They're not on the plaza. Who's on the plaza? The War Dogs. Ha! They're using one of the weakest units to guard the damn plaza. Well, I suppose if we fight the Praetorians out here, at least we won't need. At least they will eventually break. And then we can hopefully run a few down before they actually reach the plaza itself, and we'll have to fight them to the last man. We'll see. Right, they've left this flank mainly unguarded for the most part, so we're going to quickly cut down these auxilia here. They're just breaking through the last reaches of gate right now, and ouch. Right, the Principes are throwing Pila. You going to do that? Charge. Pila does hurt, but we're going to quickly, once these guys drop the ram. You off the ram? Good, get in there. Right, battle has been commenced, and this wall should go down within a couple of strokes. We'll quickly get some more reinforcements in. The auxilia, they're already wavering. And hopefully they're broken. Right, quickly run those guys down. And now quickly run this way. I said run! And now we've got more reinforcements coming in on this side. Perfect. Get in there. And you guys quickly move this way as well. Right, they've broken. The equites have broken. And are those the Praetorians? Yes, they are. From the helmets. Right, these guys are taking quite a few losses right now because they're under Pila fire as well. Hello. Has started coming this way to try and cut off my reinforcements. Unacceptable. If you'd be so kind, could you hit those Principes and Praetorians in the back, please? Oh yes, here comes the reinforcements. You guys have been completely invalid, and if you'd be so kind, see if you can stab that centurion in the back. Or just knock him on his back. That works. Right, I've got a break. Who are they? They're the Principes. Right, get those legionnaires and Praetorians. Ouch, this unit has taken quite a few. And you're already winded. Christ, morale really doesn't. Stamina really doesn't last that long. Oh boy. You guys are running. Good. Oh, no, they're not from that side. They're from this side. Right, I got confused. Right, the Praetorians are holding. They've lost about half their number. We've got more they've got equites coming in, but more of them died on the charge than we did. All these poor souls have taken so many losses. Right, guys, quickly. Get on those Principes. These Praetorians, they are definitely putting up a fight. They've got 15 left. They're wavering. But with all these routing troops around... Oh, they've broken, I think. Yep, they've broken. But you guys were just standing there. Butcher those Praetorians. Right, you're a very weakened unit, so you can hold back for the time being. Just stay out of the fight. Right, the rest of you... Now it's just a steady march to the plaza. Most of you are winded, so just want it to be a steady march. Unless the general decides to get involved, in which case we are pretty much free to attack. Although, of course, we will have to do... Are those phalanxes? Nope. They're the Triarii, aren't they? Well, we'll see who confronts us on the way to the plaza. Right, those legionnaires are attacking. They didn't throw their peeler. Oh, the Equites are back. And dead. Okay, they're eager, but they won't be... Oh, the peeler are coming in. Friendly fire, apparently. Not as much of a concern for them. Right, they're shaken. They've got a starting... Okay, they must have hit some of their own guys in the back there. They're the Velites as well, but they're about to be hit. And gotcha. They've been enveloped in combat, so you'll quickly waver and break. They're shaken. We've got the... Oh, those are Auxilia, not Triarii. The Astarte have broken. The Velites have broken. Good. Run them down and then finish off those Legionnaires, except for you. Go for the Auxilia. Okay, they've all broken. Go for the Auxilia, who are about to be completely swarmed. And those Legionnaires are also going to be cut down. Glorious. And routing. Oh, your morale sucks, even with all these... Oh no, that's the Brutii general who's got all those bonuses. Never mind. Oh, you guys just butchered those guys. You clean them out. Do that more often. And who's left? Oh, these are the Triarii, and they're running. Okay, you guys are tired now. So you guys just hold the line right now. Get your stamina back, and they'll all exhaust themselves running back, so they'll break instantly. Once these Triarii arrive, we can quickly cut them down and then march the plaza. And where are the Praetorians, by the way? How many of the Praetorians did get away, if any? Just 3 from the looks of it. Triarii. Hang on, are these guys going to fight? Well, if they didn't want to, they're going to now. Cut them down. Nice work. You know what, just deal with those Triarii just so they don't hit us in the back, will you please? Here they come. Oh dear, I might have just interrupted the charge there. It's alright. They're eager, but they won't be eager for very long as their number starts to get cut down. Triarii are tough, but they are spearmen, and therefore not as ideal in frontline fighting compared to other kinds of heavy infantry, like chosen swordsmen. They're wavering, and they're going to have to run through my men in order to get to the plaza, so I'm pretty sure that we can cut them down quite quickly. They're shaken now. I thought they were wavering earlier. Now they're wavering. No, those are my men. Back down to shaken. Interesting how their morale's working. Their Centurion's dead, and that's done it. They're broken, and now they're going to run through my men and get slaughtered. Goodbye. Nice. Right, just have a nice casual stroll to the plaza, and we'll finish this. Okay, we're nearly at the plaza, and these Velites... Oh, Christ, they're throwing everything now. Right, the Velites are broken. These guys... Oh, here comes the general. Kill him. Which one of you is the gen... There he is. There you are, Mr. Skippy Eye. You're not at the front right now, but you quickly will be as you cut down the rest of your bodyguards. And... Oh, no, you're still... There you are. You're not in the... Come on, one of you guys just quickly worm through and stab him, will you please? There he is. He's in the thick of it now. He's routing. And he's stopped in order to give the routing command, but unfortunately you didn't quite... Oh, nearly didn't quite catch him. Right, to the plaza, everyone. If you'd be so kind. These damn Velites. Just kill them, will you? The general's coming back for another round. Oh, he's lagging behind. You're actually being smart this time and giving orders from the back instead of at the front, where you're going to get quickly cut down. But oh, now here he comes. He's in the thick of it. He's doing a stab. He's routing again. Come on, cut him down, quickly. He's stuck. Now he got through. Damn it. Well, these 3 legionnaires are trying to do his heroic charge, and here comes the general again. Get him. Well, he knocked over one of my men, but it wasn't a kill. I don't think I killed with your charges. You suck. Oh, you got one of my guys, you git. And down he goes, just as he got a level of experience. And his bodyguards are finished off. So now all that's left to do is to butcher the rest of these guys on here. Because Nero Scipio is no longer a threat. Alright, here come the last of the Guardians. They're sending in the dogs first. Deal with them, will you? Oh dear, my guys are getting exhausted right now, but no worries. We're just taking on Principes right now, and they're not really on the same level as Chosen Swordsmen. Even though we are tired and they're fresh, but hey ho. Give a war cry, that'll boost your morale, even though your standard bearer just got impaled by a peeler. That's not the greatest thing. Alright, enough war crying. Kill them. Oh. Ouch, ouch, ouch. Alright, they've used their peeler. They're getting to combat now. This leaves the last defenders of the Scipii presence in Sicily. Get in there, standard bearer. Use your standard instead of a shield because you're just that bad. And you're really in the thick of it. Oh, you're dead. Alas. Oh, they're not out of peeler yet. They're going to throw in a couple more. Or some of them are going to pretend to throw them. Come on, get in there, lads. I think the war dog handlers were somewhat blunting our charges, but no matter. 26 left, quickly getting cut down. Oh dear. Quit killing my guys, will you? 24. Come on. 23, 22, 21. Cut them down. 20 left. After this battle, the Scipii in Sicily will be dead, and we will own Sicily, and will be that much closer towards the total victory of the Imperial campaign. 15 left, come on. These guys are very tired, so the speed and power of their strikes are decreasing. But nevertheless, they will fight to the end. These guys, they're warmed up. They are putting in a bit of a stalwart defense for Principes, because we're normally cutting them down quite quickly now, and we are taking a few casualties, but we just stabbed that guy in the back to make up for it. Come on, just 4 left. And they stopped fighting briefly to march, and that is the death of them, because it's just the one guy left. Dead. And... Oh. Right, I did all that talking for nothing because I've got some Principes marching all the way back here. They were going to heroically run to the plaza to try to save the city themselves, but then they broke as soon as they saw my men. And since they're not on the plaza, that technically counts as a win for me because the only enemy unit left is running. And you know, I feel a bit bad for them, so let's just end it here. Oh yes. The victory is mine indeed, and Nero Scipio is no longer a threat to us. Right, this is a big city, so we're going to have to exterminate, and that's a lot of money. Oh yes. So, quickly get yourself a tavern for a bit of extra public order, and quickly retrain all of my wounded chosen swordsmen. There we are. I suppose I can merge a couple. There we are. These guys are at full strength out, and I believe... we have a Parthenon here, or Pantheon, and that upgrades things as well. Although annoyingly, we don't appear to have any more blacksmiths, but when we do get a blacksmith, we can upgrade these guys to high quality equipment. You're a good commander now. Excellent, that's very good to hear. Got a Roman turncoat. Not going to be much use because I don't think we're going to be fighting Roman so much longer unless we decide to take on Carthage, the city of Carthage itself. Right, we're still waiting for you, and you, and you, and you. So, next turn we've got a lot of stuff to do, that's for damn certain. Oh, look at this. Tara, at long last, our Irish city, after it was one of the first settlements that we conquered, and now it's finally becoming an actual barbarian city with a high king's hold after so long of... I've even had a low tax rate for nearly the entire game. Just try to keep get the population to increase a bit, and it's finally gotten a high king's hold. Jesus. Hello, Segestica as well. Very nice. You can get a high king's hold as well. Anything else? Agent found. Thermon. A Brutii spy all the way down here, eh? Not that you're going to have much use for them. Right, we've got a lot of sieges to do now, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to get them all done in this one turn, but first off, you get yourself a great market, definitely. Oh, you're not any good, so Oscar, nothing more for you. Tarantarium, nothing more for you. And you're building a tavern, so you're not that happy right now, even with a low tax rate. So let's just get... No, peasants. There we are. Let's get a load of peasants here to try to keep things under control. Oh, we're recruiting peasants pretty much every damn turn now. Right, you've retrained all these guys, so you're a butcher now and bloody and all this good stuff. Wonderful. So, I think for the time being, we are going to do... Oh. Oh dear, this is what I was afraid of. A massive Macedonian army suddenly showing up. I'm guessing they oh, and there's another one. Good thing I had the spy out here. And it's a good thing I've been garrisoning these settlements with heavy troops. Have we got any more responses up this way? No, so keep an eye on them. This is our closest threat. This is the threat closest to home. But all these settlements are going to quickly fall. I'm guessing they're going to be training lots of troops. That's faction air. Hang on, that's it. You're rebelling. That'll weaken them even further. Good. So it looks like most of the Macedonian forces are going to be coming for up this way and probably going for these settlements unless they decide to head home. Or that they might change tack once we start taking over their cities. So for the time being, I think for now, we are going to at long last finish off the Brutii, a thorn in our side ever since the Romans first attacked us. Let's finish them off, shall we? Oppius Brutus. You're a really good character with all these morale bonuses, but alas, you're guarding nothing but Town Watch and Astarte. Okay, and here it is, the last stand of the Brutii in a little settlement like this. And they used to hold cities of marble and wealth, and now they've been reduced to this, thanks to the glorious British Empire, which shall spread across the whole of Europe. So the Rams march forth, and the Town Watch and the Astarte are left to watch, or they can't see right now, but they can hear their impending doom as they see these horned rams approach the city. Ugh. I do apologise, my throat is starting to well up and such. But I shall persevere. Now, all we need to do is wait for the walls to come down and we can march in and butcher the lot of them. And with that, all of the walls are down. Right. Everyone. Get in there. Charge. We'll leave some of these guys in reserve to deploy them to where they're needed most. In you go, gentlemen. Watch as the sea of blue emerges. Dun dun dun. Oh yes. Right, so the general's back here. I'm expecting him to march towards the middle, but we'll see. Right, these are regular... No, these... Yeah, regular swordsmen, but they're at the back, so they'll be okay. Town Watch... I really shouldn't be too concerned. These are Town Watch. They will fall very quickly. Actually, the biggest enemy of my men right now is tiredness, since they will get tired quite quickly from this. Actually, no, you come up this way. Spread them out a bit more evenly. Okay, they've broken. Broken! Right, come in here and help these guys. This is the bigger blob, and it's also got a Astarte in it, so it's a little bit of a stronger line. They've broken. Come on. Right, they're coming in to help. This should demoralise them even more as they get stabbed in the back. And any others? Ooh, experience gain, glorious. And they've broken. Okay, go up and get those guys. What's the general going to do? These guys are holding the line. They're only shaken. Those are more Town Watch. Come on. That guy fought to the last man. I need to remember, though, that this general is the one with +4 morale. So I think if it wasn't for the general, these guys would be breaking a lot quicker than they are right now. But of course, even +4 morale can't save you from a huge experienced force like this. And this guy, they'll break, but they're still steady, yeah. The power of morale bonuses. Right, now we just need to make a steady march to the plaza and butcher anyone who stands in our way. Okay, we're nearly at the plaza and here comes the general. The last, in fact, I think, no, there's still one Brutii. No, we killed that guy, so this must be the last Brutii general. Unless, of course, they would have one army left remaining out in the field or something hiding. It'll go rebel though, so once this settlement goes, it will be the end of the Brutii for good. This is the most dangerous unit in the city, and the one that will do the most amount of damage to us. And of course, one unit of swordsmen decided to be different and go around the outskirts, and I told them to move to the plaza, but hey ho. And it seems like one of the full strength units of infantry decides to come off the plaza and meet us directly. All power to them. When they break, I'll cut them down. And where's the general? There he is. Hello, last remaining Brutii general, I expect. Alas, you're an old man now and not the fighter you used to be, and you're going to get steadily stabbed. Perfect timing. The Roman leader is dead. Everyone give yourself a good hearty war cry in celebration. And then butcher the last remaining Brutii troops on the plaza. Show no mercy. Here they come. They're under the effects of the war cry. We're charging forward. That guy, last remaining general's bodyguard, made the charge and then he missed. He's going to die quite quickly though, and these regular swordsmen really wanted to get into combat for making up. What are you guys doing? Get in there. Just one of them got into combat, and now the rest of them are in that sort of slightly constipated battle stance where they're steadily advancing forward. Still, it means that these regular swordsmen are going to get all the glory now because they're the ones fighting on the plaza. They're being overshadowed by the chosen swordsmen, so I suppose they need a bit of glory in their lives once every so often. In any case, here come the chosen swordsmen ready to take their glory back. Get in there, guys. You know what? Let's just get everyone moving into the city just so they can witness this, like in Mad Max. Witness me. Oh yes. 10 Brutii men left. I'm just going to assume that there aren't any other forces out in the field. 6. These are the last of the Brutii. 5. And come on. The regular swordsmen are still getting the glory in this. They're at the front of the combat. 3. Who's going to be the last Brutii standing? Come on, one of these two. Come on, which one? Which one? Come on. This is it. This is the last of the Brutii right here. This man, whatever your name is. I'll never know your name. No one will ever know your name. You're just a nameless soldier. And the Brutii are no more. And the general is just here in time to witness this. Coming to claim this settlement. 633, and they only got 50 of us. This isn't a full-size settlement, so I'm going to occupy it. So hopefully we might be able to grow it in time. And we can grow it right now, because we need to prepare ourselves for the Macedonians. But this is what I wanted to see. Faction destroyed. Our warriors can celebrate now that these foul people have gone to join their ignoble and ugly ancestors. Let the dead trouble us no more. Indeed. Ladies and gentlemen, today has been a good day. We've made a lot of progress. Sicily is ours. The conquest of Spain is about to come to an end as we siege the last Spanish capital. We're about to take more German territory and continue to punish them for betraying us so many years ago. We've begun our war with the Macedonians, hitting them in the south and then steadily moving up northwards to take out their main settlements down here and their main economic heartland. So all they'll have left are the barbarian settlements up here, or former barbarian settlements. However, it will not be easy as a storm is coming. full stack Macedonian armies and large Macedonian garrisons are on their way to us right now. And we're going to have our first experience of fighting proper armoured phalanxes. Not the German phalanxes with light armour, but proper heavily armoured phalanxes. Phalanx pikemen who have 60 men in a unit instead of 40. And maybe we'll even see some larger, more well-armoured hoplites of the Macedonian elite. We shall see. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much for watching this episode of Rome Total War: The Britons Campaign. I sincerely hope that you've enjoyed and that you'll join me for the next one. We are going to siege Germany, we're going to siege Spain, we're going to siege Macedonia, we're going to fight lots of Macedonian troops, and we are going to continue to conquer. We only have 9 more regions to go, and we're about to take 3 more. Glorious. I'll hope to see you then.